Hello, hello, all signs. If you'd like to come on in, all the zodiac signs. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support for May. Timestamps below as well, possibly in the comment section. My name is Steph. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to utilize the scrolls. We're going to scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our senses. And as well, we'll add on Tarot and Oracle. And we also have GhostTube kick in for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient Auric adventures. Overall, please do receive a release freely. Before we totally dive in and begin, I want to thank you for your time, attention, and awareness, as your perspective and presence is powerful. Please do like, share, subscribe. All right, let's go. Let's see who's up first. I'm just going to go rogue. We're going to go rogue. Aquarius. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Drop an emoji. Whatever feels good. I'm also going to get your rune. Aquas. Feel like I'm being put into my bat suit. It's like a bat here. But I'm being helped by these large guardians, I'm going to call them. Insert whatever that 43. Is. Whomever that may be for you. And they're helping me put these wings on. It's almost like getting an updated bat suit. You know, like there's different costumes of sorts, different skins. So maybe it's like a skin, video game skin, something along that lines. Maybe you're trying something on as well in regards to your job, relationships, personal, professional, corporate, creative. And I see like you getting into this. Like you're getting in, you have help. So whatever that might be, you have help. There's also a very specific kind of flower here, but I'm going to associate it with a lotus. Yeah, it's a lotus. There's also something about your face, Aquas, that is coming through. It feels pertinent. Something about your face, facial structure. I feel like you're very attractive. And I have a piece of like an old blanket, old shirt, something that was maybe even like an old piece of me, but this is an inspiration for what I am becoming. Magic and the fox was your rune that came through. Also something about the eye space. There's also a lion feel in here. Strengthen the way you've seen things or what you've seen or had to see. Maybe including of oneself, of the self. What else? Okay. Got for Aquas. Abundance.
Pathetic.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, GhostTube, you're being very rammy. Number 8 might be standing out to you. Any artistry in the card as well. I think you also might be remembering something. Something about meditation. Maybe it's closing the eyes. Of things that you see, sense, and feel, of course, or wherever it is that you're going. Maybe the way you're manifesting as well. It's like more is done sometimes, or like the
closet.
Are you very loud, or is it just me? GhostTube, sorry. What you do behind the scenes isn't always shown. Kind of like Batman, right? It's under the cave. There's this topical character, but there's something at night, maybe even in the subconscious space that you're working through. I love it. I love it. I did flip it. The 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. But this feels it was coming from the inside world, putting on this new bat suit. It's updated, it's upgraded. Different versions, different tools. I very much so enjoy this feeling. There's a book that's like, if this is the spine of a book and it's down, there's glasses there. Some of you might be reading a book or writing a book or something about a book. And a little plug for myself, if you want to check out the Master of Mirrors new ebook, you know, dig right in there. But this book is like, it's almost like drying. Like if it got wet and I placed it over something to hang and dry. This could also be a new Akashic records of sorts, if I may as well. I also feel like I'm peeling something open. See this man in here? Here's a beard. He has a beard. Yeah, I can see I can see him very clearly. Very, very clearly, that man. It could be a grandfather. Speaking of, when I was getting set up, Aquarius, maybe this has something to do with you. There was a grandfather that came through, and his name was Gene.
My baby.
If those names mean anything to you. Something about camping as well. And the show La Brea. La Brea. The 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions.
Cupboard.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It's like I'm seeing that window as the book that brings me here. It's like I might even read something that just, you know, when you read like a quote or something along that lines, and just the quote hits, you know what I mean? And I mean like in a good way, you're like, oh, yeah. And it kind of brings out like this, it's a direction. It's a direction. And it's because of the feeling. It's like you move beyond the words.
Slam.
Slam dunk. Shaquille O'Neal. Aquas. And I don't, whatever this is going on for you, it feels super abundant. 10th house and 11th house. Like just boop, boop, boop. Okay, let's add on a river card, and then I will let you go. Hopefully, I will see you next week. And always check in the channel for Mondays, which are your muses, or inspired by the influencers. You can always visit iscry.ca, the YT channel. As well, you can book a live. I don't know, lots of things going on, Aquas. Thank you for being you.
Hag.
Yes, we are hags here. All right. So here is your river deck. If any of the artistry is standing out, you know me, that's follow that flow. I will read what the creator has mentioned. Something about the eye. Look at all these different keyholes. I feel like there has been a progression up of all these different Batman suits, of all these different subconscious spaces. It's almost like working through maybe your chakras, or apply anything, but it's not just elevation, but it's like you're on an escalator now to whatever elevations that you're on. Card number 7, 7, 8, 10, 11. Oh my gosh. I also feel like I'm steering. Travel could even just be astral travels, adventures. If it's not physical travel. Making moves as well, I heard.
What happened to me?
Making moves. I don't know what happened to you, love. You're welcome to, express it here. So this card is the target. The target. You get your target on abundance. Your 10th house, your achievements. Your 11th house, wishes granted. Be not misled, the giraffe was not the prime target. The rifleman was attempting to pick off the parrot, but like so many incidences of this nature, the collateral damage involves the innocent. Had the parrot done anything significantly wrong? No. It merely had become the obsession of some malcontents projected resentment and rage. Confusion. So if there was something that's been cleared up, maybe if there's something that you were contending with that was projected at you, Aquas, and now you're being able to work through this and be like, I am not actually the target of this. And you just carry on and do you, because it's obvious to me that wherever you're going is up. And I'm going to leave it there. Like, what else is there to say? Because you're moving on up. All right. Thank you so much, Aquas, for being here. Be sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and maybe snoop in and cross-watch on your best friends or whatever the case is. But I'm going to carry on, and I will see you next month. Okay, I'm not even going to timestamp it. Who do we have next? Cetus. Come on in, Cetus. Come in, Cetus for your scry today. You know the drill. Please see, sense, and feel. Feel well to share. Comment below. Inspire others. Drop an emoji. Whatever feels good. There's lots of sword activity going on. Also Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man, whatever you prefer. There's owl eyes down here. But the one owl eye is two vulture eyes that are kind of like squaring off at each other. See this? However that might resonate with you. Ooh, look at this. I feel like I'm emptying out my side body. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we cleanse the front, the back, or the future, or the past. But what about the side? Who's at your side? Who stands at the side? What's at who, what, where, when, is, why is at your side? It's like I'm lifting my arms up and I'm expressing something in the side body, whatever might have been anchoring me in, or some like side sly exchange. The anchor. Did I say anchor? See this? Anchor. What you decide to anchor in on is like front and center. Front and center. I don't know why it needs to be done like that. Something about, excuse me, rusty swords, and it's like they're in the shop to get cleaned off. Whatever swords might represent to you, even like a mental space. Your rune is Vision's Hawk. Interesting. Maybe it's with the vulture eyes, like picking at it until it's done. And then you can fly away. Also, it's like the hawk is able to see up high, right? And then it like, and then vultures coming afterwards to kind of complete the transition, the cycle. And it's really quite beautiful. So it's like you're able to have hawk vision and then vulture vision. Ascent aigu, Cetus, inspiration, card 11. Horizon. What's on your horizon, Cetus? What do you want to be on the horizon? Because I feel like whatever it is that you've been working through, it's not double vision, but it's almost like you just got to squint a little bit to bring it clearly into focus. I can't even speak it.
Worried.
There is a worried. I saw it. I didn't say it, but I saw it as soon as I flipped it over, but I got distracted with the blurry, the bringing it into focus. Is Cetus worried a little bit? Oh, these are crescent moons. It's like pulling them away from my eyes so I can see. There's something changing in my vision. Some of you might really be working on your vision for your life. Of course, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, and or your psychic senses are changing. And it feels like the moon, you know, when they say pull the wool over your eyes, but it's like the moon, however you're used to the crescent, and now I feel like it's moving into one waning, waxing, whatever feels good to you. Please follow that first. There's absolutely guides. They're doing it with you and for you. It's the only way to expand the focus. There's also something about comfort circle of comfort, and it's to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Maybe it's that vision as well.
Don't go there.
Something about apostrophes. Virgo is coming through to support you. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. See, imagine if there was a hawk and a crow flying above this field. Yeah, you've been working on something, but it's like in those lines. And that's great, Cetus, that's great. In the lines. Are you worried about a harvest of some sort? Do you have something off to the side of these lines? that's a little bit more circular. The 7th house. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, something circular. Lines and circular, lines and circular. It's kind of like with the Pac-Man, needs the lines to go through. Beep, 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 beep. Even though Pac-Man is round. Cetus. Okay, let's add on a river card. And any other insights, thank you if you haven't already, like, shared, and subscribed. And as well, see you throughout the week for the channel readings. On Monday, we do Muses Chosen by You, the influencers of the channel, helping steer the channel, so thank you. What else do we got coming up? Old Souls is on Wednesdays, and Fridays is usually open messages, so sometimes it's all signs, sometimes it's spirit messages, whatever the case is. But I appreciate you. All right, Cetus, your river card. You know me, I read art, so take it in, see what stands out. I will read from the creator, Nick.
Come here.
Okay. Card 14 could also go to a 5. You have the 22 over here as well. So you're mastering something, and mastering to me is leaning into messes and magic, and knowing the value of them both. It's like learning how to create a template or a pattern, and it will happen more and more and more and more. It'll get better and better and better and better and better until something about satisfaction is in there. Also something like down the toilet or the garbage disposal. Plumbing, like CLR.
Stressed.
This is a summer card, so summer might mean something to you. Interesting. This is a volcano card by the artist. It's like down the toilet, flushing things, garbage disposal, messes to magic, chaos, containing chaos in lines, but also bringing in the balance through this harmony of circular things as well. Cetus. With a vicious crack, the mountain splits open, spilling out a babble of meaningless words. The ether is filled with tongues, convoluted documents, statements of intent, manifestos, and tracts of gibberish. Hot air becomes the norm, the language of the politicians, generals, and zealots presides. And yet, when the heat and the mayhem settle, a cool air of tranquility may still blow. The message is patience. I dare say maybe Cetus. We'll grab you another rune. Patience in your pattern, building in patterns that you're making, thinking about nurturing, the work to nurture the field of your dreams. Field of dreams. Shine, you got the dragonfly. Shine. Find inspiration. That's where I'm going to leave it at that. Your field of dreams, you are building and nurturing and working, but you might need to be a little bit patient with yourself and or with others perhaps as well, if I may. Cetus, I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I will see you next month, and we will do it again for June. So much love. Bye. Oh my goodness, who do we got next? Virgo. Interesting, because you just came up in Cetus's as a supportive card. Virgo, let's go. You know the drill.
Leaving.
Goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. My nose is itchy. Apologies, Virgo. If you see, sense, or feel anything, you know the drill. Please feel well to comment below as we all become the readers and the oracles, and we can really expand the experience. Or you can drop an emoji. Give a girl a like. It's all appreciated more than you know. Somebody's got witchy vibes here, Virgo. Witchy vibes. There's also a familiar or a pet here. I'm jumping for joy about something. I'm hearing that term. I think it's for actors. Break a leg. So whatever it is that you're about to do, going to do. Not actually break a leg. Just I'm saying in the spirit of that. should that be clear or need to be clarified? Wait. There's also a sad jester here. Jester. He's at the bottom. There's a road. This road is opening up. Specifically, Virgos, between sacral to heart. Like, opens up. And I feel like I might have had something existing in there. Maybe I wasn't ready or wanted to deal with something about flamingos as well. If flamingos mean anything to you. I'm also seeing a notary stamp, I think. Notary stamp. I am seeing a bleeding heart. Whether that's personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. This road is being held for you should you decide to take it. There is a slight elevation. And I only say this isn't in regards to you if you decide to take this road. I mean, it's specifically coming in regards to effort, to exert some sort of effort or action. So it's a gentle uphill. But the benefits, it's like when you get to the top, you just slide on down. So if that is helpful, wondering, Virgos, if whatever it is that you're working on, a little bit of effort can go a long way. Sagittarius is supporting you. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm, and with faith, good fortune, and authority. Yeah, just you're opening up. If you want it. If you want it. Some might feel like I'm walking, or I'm going to say me. You, we, me, Virgos. Feel like walking around like I'm an empty Pez dispenser. And like someone keeps checking, or I keep checking. Yeah, there could also be that iron worker there. You might really want to consider, Virgos, maybe working with wands and swords, or those might be elemental areas. Yeah, maybe just as a supportive thought, Virgos. Just saying, just tossing it out there. You receive or release freely. And then you have here Chiron and Uranus coming through to support. Chiron, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. There might be something about that, like the school of earth. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and waking it. If you take this path, slight uphill in the healing, maybe opening up, pop goes the weasel, opening up. And then that's when Uranus, just the potential for like immediate change happens. I got to put the effort forth. Like the empty Pez dispenser isn't going to fill itself. But Sagittarius energy might really be helpful for that. I also feel like I'm waiting to be shown the way, but I'm being protected as I choose the way. It might be something about earth energies as well, because it says in here, learn remedies. One, you might be a remedy in and of yourself, or you might be trying to remedy a situation, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, whatever the channel is. But there also might be something about earth natural remedies that it's like diving into a new topic. And you're like, oh, maybe I want to look at holistic health or Ayurveda or food forests. I don't know, something along that lines. Virgo, did I tell you that I flipped your scroll? I did. Sorry if I didn't tell you. Dreams 26. Look at that. Dream, 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 and I feel blue. You had a dream, Virgo. Do you remember what it is? Do you remember what it was? Does it still pertain? Has it been released? Or would you like it to be revived? Look at that. And your rune is Dolphin, New Hope. It's not going to come to you. You got to go the slight uphill. It's there. You just got to step into it. I have a feeling that there's something in regards to your past, possibly in a healing state or is helping remedy something, but it's an area of interest that will spark. It may not be the answer if you return to it, but it might spark the path to whatever this is. It could be like just being in a different department of the same company in the same industry, but you're changing roles. Snails playing patty cake. Blue jays nose diving at me. But these snails are kind of laughing at the blue jays.
Regret.
Because it's like they're doing, or here in Canada, what are they called? Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. The snowbirds. So snowbirds also might be a thing. The airplanes that do all like the things in the sky. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters in basketball, but it's like the Harlem Globetrotters of the sky. And they're doing this show for them. These blue jays are doing the show for these snails, which are also hybridized with caterpillars that are not yet in form of a butterfly. It's like they're watching the blue jays for inspiration. I'm also sitting on my knees. I'm on my knees with my hands out to the side. I'm also doing one of those dances. I've got my hands on my knees and then they do like the crisscross. What is that called? It's not the Charlie Brown. Oh, it's something. It's like a dance. Something about the knee. If you know what it is, Virgos, please feel well to comment below. What do I carry on my back? I have something over my eyes.
Where?
Virgo. Look at that, Virgo. We have here dolphins again with your rune. Play. Go play with your old. It doesn't have to be old, but things, that you left behind and you're going to revisit them. Spiritual awakening is here with 29 as well. If that's the crown of your head, these are your arms on the ground, on the knees. It's like, I feel like I'm going to say like surrendering almost. If that, must have a physical representation, at least it does here. And it's just like letting a bunch of things like out of my back. But right in the crown of the head, it sparks. For some, I feel like Virgos, you've been through war. And like being born again is slow.
Please come back.
Or it feels slow. You're closer than you think, but it's because you're thinking about it. You're not feeling about it. Something about siblings as well, Virgos. If that helps. Virgos, I hope this would serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I will see you next month for June. I'm going to let you go, but I'm so grateful that you have been here. As well, you can catch readings on Mondays, which is the Muse of You, as well Wednesdays, which is our weekly Old Souls, and Fridays, which is open. Sometimes it's a little bit of this, sometimes it's a little bit of that, sometimes it's null signs. Thank you for your likes, shares, and support. And Virgos, I will see you again soon. Mwah. iScry.ca if you need anything. All right. Cool. All right. Who do we got next? Whipping through. Libra. You're up. It's pitter patter. Get at her. Libra, you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Drop an emoji. If you prefer to keep your comments to yourself, I appreciate it. Or give a girl a like. Something about bowling. There's something very ancient coming in here. Oh man, I don't know if I'm in Indiana Jones or what's going on, Libra. It feels tablet-y. Is there something someone's working on a tablet or device as well? Something about baseball and when they call safe. I'm also hearing enough is enough. Something about the tools you have, tools of the trade. Something about different shoes as well.
Fly.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. Divining rods, which are pointing at you. We're here for Libra. Okay. The first house, what people see and the impression you give. Oh, I wonder if that mirror is the tablet. You look at crazy old soul feel here. Different shoes. Multi-service, like what is that one? Like multifaceted or services, if there's like many different things that you do, or but they all kind of blend and bring in the harmony. My eyes are getting really tired in your session, Libra, if that means anything to you either. Maybe that's the enough is enough. Somebody's shoe size is really large. I don't know if that could be for one person, but I also think that you fill big shoes. First house, how people see you. Maybe you carry a lot of responsibilities. I see a filing cabinet as well. Libra. Something about like making a martini or making a drink, like maybe something about a recipe, and there's a way to, like, shaken, not stirred, or
Portrait.
With ice on the rocks, not on the rocks. But there's all like this lingo around it. Like you can just say no ice, but it's like on the rocks. I don't know. It's very fun. It's very fun. I don't know if that, maybe you have a certain love language, or your work has lingo, or there's a certain sport. It's really interesting to hear. I don't understand it, but I can hear it. Maybe you're just bilingual as well. Scorpio's here to support you, which energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. And those eyes are in here. I saw them from the other space. Yeah, I see you in there. Peeky, peeky. Libra, are you very attractive? Oh, this whole deck is upside down. I'm looking at options. This message might be for one. Thank you for holding space. I feel like I'm looking at caskets. So my condolences and sympathies with you going through that of choosing something. Whatever you choose will be fine. Something about the whole cycle from birth to death. Something feels very prevalent. Allen keys, or the name Allen.
Aries.
Like even when these eyes are looking at me, I
How
feel
does
like
it work?
it's like a grumpy old man or something. I don't try to be rude, but just like maybe just like I don't know, somebody with like certain eyes, you know, and they just look at you and you're like, But there's like some form of mustache that's happening, more of like a straight line mustachio. Maybe this is the person that passed, because I'm seeing, I feel like they passed away in sleep or something like that, or I just see them under the blanket or at the morgue. And they were there looking, or they were there, if this is more recent, they were there looking at their body in the morgue. They could, if there was a time or something, they could see the feet of people. Again, that message might be for one. Thank you for holding space for them to receive it. But it's like this person's watching, or they were watching, like what was going around them. They were right there with it. So if they had passed, they were actually right in the room with you. Which really, that plane kind of feels purgatory-ish, because it's like, am I alive? Am I dead? But they were seeing all the activity around them. Okay, Libra, back to you. Sorry, 22, life's purpose. You know, somebody definitely took the stairway to heaven as well. I'm just going to note that. Moving from the plane of being here in density, no longer in density, and going
Slam.
up. Libra, on a personal note for you, I have all the tools of the trade, and I might be like choosing. And you also like choose your words wisely. You also know when people choose words or use words and choose words as weapons. Libra, soul healing.
Don't go there.
That's that divining rod feel. Like I want to put these two cards together in their artistry. And then those two. And these two. Like this feels almost swampy, sharp and swampy. It's like when I look at myself or when I look at others or how it's like if I may even just, okay, if I just think about what other people might think of me, am I intruding? Like while I may be able to absolutely wander and ponder about that, what they might think of me, it's not actually true. I don't know. I don't know if I said that right or not. But just, worry about you. Worry about you,
Melt.
Libra. All right. Let's add on a rune. We have here change, metamorphosis. Yeah, there's something going on. You're choosing differently. Whatever way that you are choosing, it's almost like there's no wrong way. Whatever you choose, you're choosing you. Careful of any saboteur energy or secret sabotaging. If you know that, I'm just going to do this because, whatever, but you really know you're sabotaging something, rude. Please don't use that word. But you are always in your purpose. You're always in purpose. Because you're choosing it. Whatever you're choosing to do is of purpose because you're choosing it. All right. Your river card, if any of the artistry stands out to you, please feel well to take that in. I will read what the... You're so cheeky, Ghost Tube. You're so cheeky. Seeing music. Oh, is that like love? Romance with the Sphinx and Strength. Sphinx and Strength. Sphinx and Strength. The coloring of your aura this month for May. Is it May? It's almost exotic. Like I want to say mangoes and blueberries and orange and pineapples. Like there's so much, Libra, that just like delicious, delicious things. Maybe you also might be thinking about taking a vacation. I also feel like I'm a little bit being carried here. Being carried to soul healing. Being carried upwards towards to rest. Some might also be taking a rest, like a vacation, but like a mental vacation. There might also be, this message is for one, you might be in, I don't know what it's called, like a retreat of some sort, and or like to a ward where maybe you get help or mental therapy. I don't want to use the word asylum, but it's something in that realm, or somewhere that you go to like detox in any way, shape, or form. Maybe even just detox from life. You know what I mean? You're just like, I'm going to go on this retreat. Maybe it's sound bowls, maybe whatever the case is, but that's how it feels. 19. Okay. Sorry if I yammered on there. Sorry, not sorry at all. Here for the yammers. Also in this this card. Yeah, the nurse is in there. Is in the summer season, so the summer season could mean something to you. 19. Okay. Well, there you go. It is the Sphinx. Rejuvenation. A sphinx rises out of the desert. The rough beast wipes sand from its eyes and stares into the sunrise. The palms sway to the west. The palms sway to the west wind, whilst all around the desert birds circle, scanning the valley for small motions amongst the reeds. A quake is coming, a rumble below the surface that might suggest a waking or a second coming for the children of Lux. Rejuvenation. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I can do my best. Do my best to work through the blurs.
I want to talk.
All right, you're more than welcome to talk, but don't be cheeky. Rejuvenation of maybe direction that changed, looking at all the tools of the trade. Looking at myself first and foremost. Libra, I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next month. There are wonderful readers to catch in for the rest of the month of May that this reading may complement. So thank you. But I hopefully will see you throughout the channel, because on Mondays we do Muses by You from the Audience Adventures. On Wednesday we do weekly Old Souls, and on Fridays is open messages. So we might do spirits or body blots. We might do all signs. We like to leave it open on Fridays, and you can become a member. There's 3 tiers, and I'll see you there for more content. So much love. Okay, bye-bye, Libra. Enjoy May. All right, who do we got going? Capricorn. Capricorn, you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Drop an emoji. Whatever feels good to you. Seeing a cow with a cowbell. Also a teacher with glasses that would sit on the end of a nose. Birds on branches, and they are making a heart. There's a frequency between them. This could also be within the self. 2 parts of the self. Conscious, subconscious, this, that, or the other. Whispers. Rubber duckies in the bathtub. If a rubber ducky means anything to you. Here's the thing. I think they're kind of like zombie ducks. I'm just saying. And I just snorted. Just saying the way I see them. Or like those wind-up ones where they wind up. Oh, there's mature ducks. Okay, so maybe I'm seeing a progression here or something. It's like if somebody's fishing with fish hooks here, they're fishing in the wrong direction. It's like, this is the fish hook from this direction, but you're working this way. They're working that way. Yeah. Or maybe this is something you're working through on towards personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic Capricorns in May. Something about lips too. You might also be considering something about your hearing, thoughts in your head, what you hear in your head, which is that mouthing again. Something being said. And the nasal cavity. I don't know. There's a face here. What am I looking at? It's kind of sideways. There's a woman's high heel shoe.
Jacob.
Is that Jacob? It is a boy. It is masculine to me anyway. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm looking at something. I can't decide what I'm looking at. Capricorn. And maybe this is, you can't decide about something. Personal power, card 13, which for me is my integration number. I got the power. Maybe I'm deciding where to put my power. Greater than, less than? How much wood would a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Do you know what's curious, Capricorn? There's something about planes and creating curves in wood. It's like a skill set to have curves. Relationships is coming in card 12.
Sin.
But those two, those two, remember I was talking about the two birds with the thing in between. They're right there. Two trees talking. It has to do with the lower chakras, root, sacral, solar, to heart, heart to heart, heart to heart, while maintaining. It's like a rebellion and a resistance. Maybe this is within the self, I don't know. Or, you know, it's like being independent, codependent, and then interdependent in relationships. Personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. What do you want to marry? Right? What's that game?
Castle.
Kiss, marry, kill. Kiss, marry, kill. Maybe go through it that way. Spiritual Awakening, card 29. These are very, very similar. Different expressions, different parts of the body. The hand to me are expressions of the heart, action, you know, movement, giving and taking, and we can really, you know, get out there. And this might be more internal, whatever kind of awakening it is for you. And it's like once, I don't want to say once you have this awakening, because it's like, what is that awakening going to feel like? I don't know. For maybe you bring in the groceries from the car and you trip over something and you end up jimmying up a solution, and then you're like, you've had this awakening to like, why didn't I do that 6 months ago or 2 years ago when I wanted to fix this Kirby thing? Sometimes it's that subtle of an action, taking care of the small things,
Leave here.
to the bigger awakenings. There's something about what does the feeling of an awakening means to me, to you, I, you, we, me. I'm here with you, and I'm here, I'm in it. Well, I am a Capricorn sun, Capricorn Sag cusp, so, you know, yeah, my siblings. Because I'm somehow bowing and surrendering and rising up at the same time. It's fascinating. And yet, I have this kissmate. Is it kissmate? Kismet connection. Even maybe it's just within myself, my rebellion and my realization coming together. Capricorn balance. Look at that with the coyote. All right, balancing out the rebellion and the realizations. Capricorn. I flipped it. Maybe you're flipping people off too. You know, you gotta do it in those fun ways. Sorry, I'm not flipping you off, Capricorns, but it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. Something about slippers. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. There are...
Protect.
What are those whales? They're the black and white ones, like Free Willy whales. Are they killer whales? Did somebody tame a killer whale? Okay, so it feels like there might be a part of me that, while tamed, maybe in one's rebellion or whatever it is, revitalization as well. The revitalization of something doesn't need to be a rebellion. It's like going to... It's like when you're going to art class, what you're doing, or you go in a pottery class, but you don't go in there ready for like fight gym or something like that. Knowing the space or environment and what it nurtures, so maybe it's a safe place to exude such, if that made any sort of sense. Do you know those I don't know if they're real or if I've just seen them on TV. I think they're like called like astronaut boots or something like that, and they're like boots that you would put on, but they have like this jumpy thing, not like the pogo thing when I was a kid, and the people are like bouncing. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, I'm seeing something like that. Chess pieces that are machetes, and these machetes then turn into bat wings. I'm seeing the Grinch, who's kind of sideways with his hand out like, no. What is that saying when people do that? When they put their hand out? There's like a saying. Maybe it was only from the 90s or 2000s. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, the 9th house, broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Yeah, it's like you've packed for a long car ride. You can't expect it to be a sprint. However, you can stop in small towns. As the analogy here that's stepping forward, you can stop in small towns and have many adventures along the way. Many adventures that still are in alignment with the bigger plan at play. You got this. I'm seeing this as a bat necklace, but this is a neckline. Almost like if this was like down here, shoulders, maybe a chest or cleavage would be there. And then this is my head. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Capricorn, you got Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward in rebirth. Rise up out of the fire. Capricorn started the fire. But it's very Phoenix vibes. But, you know, Pluto can be a pain in the ass. But it's almost like the rewards might even expand past this lifetime. Just saying. Just saying. 8th house. The transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. Again, all the artistry there. Maybe this relationship with your inner child, what you wanted to be when you grew up.
Louder.
A relationship with another person, or something about your parents, whatever the case is, Capricorns, or maybe your children, and just adoring your children and your commitment to adoring their environment to grow up in. And while you may have things that you want to do, like balancing, you know, giving your children or your job time and attention, nourishing it for them to grow, but you don't rush your child, or you don't rush it saying, you know, I want them to be 5 years old and then I want you to be 17 right now. You know, there's a natural cycle to that. So maybe even some grace in your own fortunes and fortitude. Something about a cheetah. Maybe somebody was a cheater too. Maybe you're working through that and healing that. It's not about vengeance. That might be a spark. But it transforms pretty quickly from vengeance to personal 43. Power. Because it's like, you know, otherwise you're just reiterating something similar. So the 9th house, the 8th house, and Pluto, and wherever you might fall in that chart, or whatever sign you have, you might want to look up. Capricorn with 2 river cards. On the bottom is a big old fish. All right, if you want to take these in, card 40, and whoops. That's what happens when I don't have my glasses on. 40 and 6. Well, that's my age. If anything stands out, follow the artistry. There's a stamp. Lilies, if somebody passed recently, even a part of yourself through the Pluto transformation. I will read what the author says in this deck. It's one of my favorite decks, and I'm so grateful to Lana's Lighthouse for sharing them with me, gifting them to me. There's those wings. But there's a carcass there. It's like the wings will carry the carcass, the sun face. It's like lightning has struck this tree and the branches fallen into the lily and they kiss. So like a big old tree and a lily become lovers. Number 6. Oh my goodness. I swear, like the lightning tree, the lightning. Oh, I love it. Okay. Surprise, surprise. Thunder echoes in the heavens, lightning flashes, gilding the sky. A tree bows its branch to a fragile lily. Thor's hammer speaks of strength and tenderness, teaching us the ways of humanity.
Imprisoned.
We must learn to reach out and touch others with tenderness, giving the weak and poor their due and solace. And the overall message is insight. I will also read 40. Okay. Oh. The Messenger. At dawn, the skeleton comes from the east, a sun-headed Mercury bringing news of a birth. For years, the prophecies have spoken of such an event, and now that it has occurred, no one knows quite what to do. Some say the child must be appeased. Others whisper that he is no threat till he is grown. But all agree a change is coming and a new order will soon sweep the land. Subservience is the message. If at any point in time you have felt that your personal power, your awakening, your relationships, your ability to transform, your 9th house of broadening horizons spiritually, academically, the long journey and the commitment of such, and also your 8th house, remember the bigger thing at play. Don't look for accolades from peasants when you might scare them. So, did I say that in a really nasty way? Hopefully you can reword that within yourself if you, know what I'm saying in a good way. Okay, Capricorns. I love you. I'll see you next month for June's monthly horoscope. Thank you so much for being here. Just a reminder, we have readings on Mondays, which are muses by you. Wednesdays, old souls, and Fridays are open various all signs or spirit messages, whatever the case is. But I will see you again soon. So much love. Bye. All right, who do we got? Leo. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Keep to oneself, or give a girl a like. Be sure to watch your rising, all that kind of good stuff. Sorry, I got distracted by Opportunity. Chameleon is also your rune. All right, Leo. Oh, lots of eggs. I also like making bubbles with the straw and milk, and it would like bubble up. Watching the bubbles, making bubbles. I'm also seeing a commitment. Personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. I'm also seeing a teddy bear or a teddy gorilla. Like, I feel like I'm making stuffies or something like that. Stuffed animals. Maybe somebody's art is being made into a stuffed animal or something tangible. Something, marketable. It's very soothing. Because I'm definitely crafting, and there's more than one person doing it. You might be working with somebody else to help make this happen. Something about dinosaurs as well, like dinosaur eggs. Could be personal power as well. Leo, we have here inspiration, card 11. Inspired introspection. You're listening to something. There is a umpire. Something about an umpire. Opportunity chameleon. You might feel an inspiration, like I said, to like make one thing into another. Make a clay figurine into a stuffed animal or something along that lines. Balance is also coming through with card 6, and it's right here in this commitment. It feels very harmonious with also there being 2 in this umpire. The ultimate call, the ultimate call. Psychic development. This could be that umpire energy, actually, if I may. Keeping an eye on you as well. Like, it's almost like knowing they will, not the back catcher, but the umpire. So they're not directly behind you, but they're kind of like beside or adjacent. It's all very curious, this umpire feel. And for one reason or another, the baseball, and I know very, very little about baseball, but how do I say? It's like you might be on a base or there might be some sort of play, and it's like there's an opportunity to go or to not go. Am I going to get out? You're going to be safe. You're going to be safe. But you have to take the opportunity. There will be another one that will present itself, but it'll be different. Inherently, it will just be a different opportunity. So if you feel like you've missed anything, Leo, I don't think that you have. It's just you choosing which opportunity you're going to take. Hi, hoo-hoo. Hulu. Your psychic development might also be coming into some sort of... so it's trusting intuition. Pretty classic trusting intuition, but also being able to maybe see aura. And if it's not with your eye or your mind's eye, it's within the whole body sensation. It's reminding me of like when I hear certain songs and like my whole body gets like those tingles, like there's a full body sensation, or like ASMR, something like that. Yeah, there's a big A here, ASMR. Mars is here to support you. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and lightning spirit. Yeah, it's like taking the opportunity. Point, go. Point, go. I also feel like you've defeated something. And this is kind of instigating the change. There's also been a lot of effort, or they're just coming into a lot of effort, but there's also like nice mornings, nice evenings, and then a lot of drive in between. Somebody also might be a commuter. Pisces is coming in to support you, Leo. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Yeah, sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I had to make sure I read that right. When I step into that confusion, it's like the being on a base, or I don't know, you hit the baseball. You're like, ting, and how far are you going to run? And you can't necessarily determine that until you get to first base, check in, where's the ball at, what are the other players doing. You're like, I'm going to go for it to go to second base. Definitely a home run feel. But there might be something, Leo, it's like you have the strength to do, what is that thing called? And please apply this to whatever context it might be in for you. I know, like, you get a home run, but it's like outside. You have the strength to like hit the ball out of the park. Not to be disappointed if it still is in the park, but it gives you time. It puts other players on the board as well, and you can work in conjunction with them, because I feel like there's talks like between, say, if somebody's on, oh, I'm so not qualified for this, third base, and you're talking, there's also somebody on first base, and you're like, there might be communications regarding that. The sixth house, it could be in relation to your sixth house, or watching the sign that is in your sixth house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. Getting work done. And it's all in there. I can see it. Also something about cannons. A lot of like projectile kind of energy, which is really fun. Between like the baseball thing and now cannons. Your hands are like cannons. Like whatever you really kind of put your mind to, it happens. Careful if with maybe balancing action and passive action, active action and passive action, so you don't go cross-eyed if you're staring at a screen too long, or staring at a problem, or too immersed in something where inspiration gets lost or seems muddled. It's like, go do something physical then and kind of burn it off, or go listen to music. And it really is a way of still doing the task that's at hand. It's almost just feels less sufferable, if I may. All right, Leo, let's add on a river card and we'll read from the book. I hope this is serving, inspiring, educating, entertaining. And if you're part of the Secret Society, or you come back for Monday Muses, Old Souls, all that kind of good stuff in the channel, I appreciate you. Card 27. You know me, if I read art first, so if any of the artistry is standing out to you, please follow that first. Something about the fall season. And now I'm seeing that baseball, like fall, also like lots of, it could be like golf balls and eggs, baked goods. Perfecting your swing, perfecting your drive in golf terms. Again, so not qualified. Somebody really might be developing their aura skills. 27. Thank you. All right, the void. So this card is about the void. It's like hitting something out of the park that it's gone. But if it's still in the park, okay. Through the fissure and into the cave, down to the underworld where the earth is hollow, Orpheus searches for Eurydice. He cannot let her go. His love for her still burns hot, but the descent is too much for him, and the sights and sounds too frightening. He turns back from the void, knowing she is gone, accepting that his cowardliness will mean an eternity of contrition, regret. Is there's something here in all of these eggs, like, or even from that project from the beginning, something that you may be doing. It's like, oh, I regret not opening that business, or I regret not trying. But I see everything going like out of the park, and maybe I didn't do something or continue something. I didn't take hold of an opportunity. Maybe you didn't take an opportunity, but I see it coming back in play. But it's like being on this, second base or third base, taking the opportunity, and you're going to take this one instead. You might not have taken the last one, but you're here now. And this is the one that you're like, I'm going to go for this. No regrets, no regrets. And I'm not going to feel bad that even though you have the strength to hit it out of the park, it may not, like, you're going to have another time up to bat. Right? So it's like, finish this and take the opportunity. It still hit the backboardy things. The back catchery, the outfielders are still fumbling. Like, you've got time. You've got so much time. Somebody also with their hair in curlers. And a pinky swear. Promises. Leo, make a promise to yourself. In whatever relation, maybe it's with the 6th house, working with other signs and energies or planetary energies. But you definitely have got, there's so much in development. And when I say so much, I don't mean like, oh my God, there's so much, it's overwhelming. But there's a developing dimension that's coming around again. And whether last time you went from first base to second base, I don't know, whatever, or you made it all the way to third base and you're going to make the home run and finish her off. And before, like, the game changes, then you're playing another team and then another team, right? Baseball season. Again, fully not qualified to be talking about this, but this is the way it's coming through. So it's fine. You'll always have another time. And I think that's the thing. Like, if you play baseball and you win one game or lose one game or however you might play, you're going to play again. You're going to play another team, and there might be some traveling. You're going to do this and you're going to do that. because you love the game of baseball in this world. You love the game of baseball and you just want to keep playing. Leo, I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I want to thank you so, so much for being my muse. And I will see you next month and throughout the channel in the week. So much love. Who's up? Taurus. Let's go. Taurus, you know the drill. Please see, sense, and feel for yourself. Feel well to comment below so to expand the experience. Drop an emoji or just give a girl a like. Whatever feels good. I appreciate it. Taurians, I'm on a lily pad. Your rune is movement, horse. Nay. All right, where are you going? Taurians. Got strong chest, strong. It's like these frog legs are incredible. Incredible strength. Like I could hop on the back of a horse and take this horse like a chariot. And it would be nothing for the horse to carry this frog, this bullfrog. But we're buddies. This horse and this frog are buddies. Those symbols also might mean something to you. Also something about ants. Like ants. Did ant. There's a cup in here. It's very Ace of Cuppy vibes. Ace of Cuppy vibes for sure coming through. A Salisbury steak and something else. Hold on. Maybe just meat. Meat and mussels. Meat and mussels. I'm trying to debate how, you know when people cover their drinks when they're at somewhere so nobody can add anything to it? That's what I'm seeing. Something like over top of that Ace of Cups so nobody else. If I was to hand you this cup, Taurian, should you choose to accept, I won't be gross, but it's like I'm going to do like this. So that you know I haven't touched it. Nothing's been fiddle-faddled with. You're good. Cheers. I heard that song. Take a load off Fanning. Take a load for free. I see a jetpack. Flip-flops. You might need to like feet in the sand, feet in the grass. Take a load off, Taurians. It's all good. You're a bullfrog on the back of a horse. You're traveling at speeds a frog would normally never be able to do. This whole deck's upside down. Listening, card 24. This is like blending worlds, mindscapes. And maybe this is what happens when it's like taking the structure and the strength and the fragility and yet prominence of a stained glass and then melting it down. And then it just becomes this coalescent, like downloading. You might be receiving lots of downloads. You also might be like pulling the plug on something so it's like adrenaline or data dumps happen. And you can just allow it to coalesce so that you're not carrying it all with you. I also have here Mother Earth, card 1. You're on the back of this horse and the world is here for you. It might also be something with somebody's mother or mother figure. Maybe you're a mother, your mother figure, your mother's line, something along that line. So you're also, of course, an earth sign and you listen to that. You can listen to the rumblings of the earth, like if the earth was like hungry or hangry. I did flip your scroll if I didn't say so already. I'm seeing one of those mushroom guys from Super Mario Brothers that has been a little bit stepped on, you know, and like they do the ploop ploop thing, but you have to like almost double jump them. And it's got one jump, just one jump. So it does this little, and then it comes back. Somebody didn't double jump. Maybe a mushroom means something else for you. Very psychedelic over here. Love it. Creative thinking. Again, data downloads like draining. You don't need to hold it all. You don't need to hold it all. I don't know if you're holding it all in. You've also, with this movement here, from the OG side of the horses. The muscle, the strength, the muscle mass. There's something French with this mushroom guy. Ha ha ha, you couldn't kill me. Ha ha ha. And something about wine. I don't know if you drink wine or whatnot. But with the wine comes in abundance, card 8. This is like fine. This is fine, and not just like, you know, when people say, excuse me, like it's fine. It's fine. This is like, and yet fine dining implies a level up or a certain quality. And you're moving into or listening to, especially with that wine, it's like a little waiter with the French guy. Ha ha ha. You're being served finely, and you also serve finely, and that's why you receive such. But you got to remember to drain it out. Did I say that right? Hopefully I didn't say that in a rude way. I feel like that's from all outside Taurians. You know, really take the time in your season to take it all, drain it out, and just let it, you know, that you've already absorbed through, like, what, I don't know, I'm not a wine drinker, but you know, when they do that, they taste it and then spit it back out. Sometimes you spit it back out. You've already gotten what you need, the notes, the undertones. Yeah. You also have like a mentor master around you. This feels now more masculine, if I may. Determination, card 16. Look at all those fish flying upstream. Big moosels. It's like somebody trying to walk up an escalator going down, and somehow you make it look easy. Just and then, you know, if I was to get on an escalator that's going down, I'm trying to walk up, it would be a mess. It would. What is happening here? What is happening here? But you make it look easy. You make it look easy. Maybe because of your determination. Also coming into your season and being in your season, it's your time to flourish. And you know that. Yeah, rebirth. Yeah, I was just going to say, because like wherever the salmon go, it's like maybe to lay their eggs in their next thingamajig, whatever the fish do to get upstream for. Something about your legacy as well. It's pointing to my heart. Badge of honor too in your heart. You have a big heart. Sometimes the big hearts feel they get bulldozed or bulldoze in response to. And that's like moving earth, right? Moving earth and arteries, earth and arteries. Something about big earrings, hoop earrings. Now I'm seeing like an oracle from the Matrix when Neo goes to see the oracle, like just in the kitchen making cookies. All right. Your river card, Taurians, is card 7. Somebody else had this. I can't remember who it is. You know me, I read the art first. So if there's any art standing out, on the bottom is card 38. Take a little vacation. Look at all those measurements. Mountains, water. I feel very observery. And I also feel Taurians in the show Fringe. Is it September? That's like the one of the Watcher guys. You also might have a grandfather in spirit keeping an eye on you. I will read this, but you know the drill. If you see anything, please follow your own intuitions first. You might be targeting this and forgetting about that target of the parrot. If I recall, this card is about targeting. Sudden moves. Yeah, the target. It is about target. The target. See, and it kind of brings me into that, like, the the tones and targets, the undertones, the overtones, listening. I'm listening. I'm listening almost to like the earth. Remember, like I was talking about with Mama Earth? What does the water say? What are the elements saying? What's going upstream, downstream? Curvatures of consciousness as well. There's serious genius vibes here. But so cahoots to you, like, or cahoots. Congrats to you, because there's just a genius vibe here. But you know how sometimes genius vibes, like, they don't always coalesce with regular reality well, or again, it's like that bulldozer feel, being bulldozed, or you, I, we, me might bulldoze over somebody else, especially like if we're just in a I don't know, something about air travel as well. The target, confusion, be not misled. The giraffe was not the prime target. The rifleman was attempting to pick off the parrot. But like so many incidences of this nature, the collateral damage involved the innocent. Had the parrot done anything significantly wrong? No. He had merely become the obsession of some malcontent's projected resentment and rage, confusion. So again, it's kind of like that feeling of being mindful of the bulldozer being bulldozed, and what becomes obsessive, like geniuses can be, right? In that, I'm not saying you are, but also where obsession can be really good, and it shows like your interest in that you're listening and you're applying action and you're determined with your listening, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm focused, but you forget about maybe the abundance of targets around you, whatever you want to put your eye on, because whatever you put your eye on is the prize. Card 38 is the winter season. I believe this is the summer season. The still lake. Vulnerability. He has come to this quiet place to avoid distraction, hoping that the lake and glade will absorb the city's static that he has long clung to his bones. He waits for an insight, a bolt from the blue, a piercing thought, and when it comes, fired by a mathematical muse, all he can do is open himself to her whim. Vulnerability. Masculine, feminine, whatever the case is, you've got everything here, Taurians, and you guys are just brilliant bulldozers. But you're listening. It's like taking all of this, that mathematicalness, downloading it, purging it out, and it coming out into a structure that actually you can do something with. Taking in the static of all that is, taking a little vacay, whatever needs to be done. It's important. It's important for your overall harmony, Taurians, if I may. This is your system and your structure. It's like your, how do I say, Taurians? Snipers. That's exactly how I want to say that. All right, Taurians, I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I will see you next month for your monthly horoscope, and I will see you if you check into the channel throughout the week. Mondays is muses that you guys have chosen and inspired to see on the channel. Wednesdays is old souls, and Fridays are open messages, and we do whatever feels like is coming through. So until next time, so much love. Bye. All right, who do we got? Sagittarius. It's my sun cusp with Capricorn. Sagittarius siblings. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment. Drop an emoji, give a girl a like, whatever feels good. I'm seeing one of those charm bracelets. Yeah, I see you there. Chubby penguin. Get in my belly. There's a monkey climbing a tree, but I'm looking over at these things. What's that song? Yes. Monkey in a tree. I don't know if it's by Mother Mother. It might be Mother Mother. Something about a monkey tree, like living outside of society. If I can't even remember the tune. Because I'm kind of looking at them like, what? What? And I'm pushing ET. ET might have extraterrestrials, also sages. Might have something going on for you. Let's get your rune. Oh, you get 2. So we have here boundary with the skunk. Yeah, it's like right in here. It's almost like the exact same thing. And then you had here reclaim jaguar. Maybe you're reclaiming boundaries with people. Like this feels a little bothersome, like unnecessary, but I feel like I'm just being watched. And you're like, why are you there? Why are you there? I'm going to tell you why. Because you're pushing around ET. That's going to get some attention. And however, maybe you walk, talk, do your thing, sages, you just naturally get attention. So keep good boundaries. On a leash. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can let things go a little farther. However you might work with that. And keep your bearings and your bits and your boundaries about you. It's important. Also seeing something being conjured, like in a, I'm going to go spooky style because that's my symbolism and how things communicate to me. But by all means, it could be a dinner party for you. People gathering. Excuse me, the coughs are coming in. It also, it could be lays of feathers to the board, a salt circle with candles, and there's something rising up out of the center. Whatever is being conjured is part of now that collective. Might have something to do with ET as well. Again, I don't know. It keeps coming through. I keep seeing a doorstop and something else, and I'm trying to decide. It's like the sidebar thing that's going on, sages. So I don't know if you have sidebars going on, but there's like something else going on. I'm trying to, as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about something else. It's not because I'm not here. It's just that it's like running in the background. And maybe that's pertinent to what you're going through. I will reclaim my boundaries if they're broken by like sicking the jaguar out as a reminder. It's also like a prowling at nighttime, even in the subconscious stages, whatever you might be working towards. Sorry, you're taking my breath away. Got so many coughs coming in. Inner strength, Sagittarius. Card 14. So you see, sense, and feel for yourself. I obviously read the art first. See this big person in here? I'm thinking about a wishbone, but I feel like I'm cracking. Maybe under pressure. But this is like going to be part of who I'm reborn into. Reborn? Well, it's not the greatest thing I want to say. It's a popular thing to say, and I think we all get it. Reborn. But it's like doing a clay mask, or it's mud mask or something along that lines, and it gets so hard and crackly, and then you peel it off. And maybe you've just been under a lot of pressure, and you've been working towards something at this table that all parts of you are at. All past lives are at. And it is helping this creation, this part of your being, step forward in a bold, rebirthing kind of way. Because this ET that you're pushing around, or you are I don't know what it is, whatever the connection is to ET, also has like a Professor X from them. Can't remember. X-Men? Yeah, something about that. Okay. Also coming in is grounding. Here's the interesting thing, if I may. There we go. It's like that shape and this shape are one of the same. Grounding your inner strength. It's like putting like a lightning rod and a grounding rod. It's like gathering the lightning and grounding it. You gather the power of the lightning, the strength of that strike, the strength of the strike, and you ground it. I'm hearing MC Hammer. Can't touch this. No, 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 no. No. No, can't touch this. Oh, this card's not supposed to be in there. But nonetheless, here it is. Pluto, your ability to transform and take a big leap forward and rebirth. Well, there it is. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry the coughs are coming in. That's annoying. You got the rebirth. Because, and even look at these two with the dark and the light. I'm going to put those right in there. And this whole phoenix is right there. But this has to be protected with a boundary. And I will send out a jaguar to I'm going to say it like security. Like what's that when they do like they do go do a walk or something around the building or whatever it is that they're protecting. That's what they're doing. On behalf of or to your call. I need more water. Sages, I flipped your scroll. You might be working with Taurian energy. Something about Cobras coming in here as well. Something about a different language. I'm going to very topically say Arabic or Latin or something like it's Egyptian. It's something like that. Is there something behind bars? I don't know. Oh, this whole deck's upside down. The fourth house, your home and the roots of your being, the roots, grounding. I feel very safe from any of this chaos. If I was to step into that as chaos, I feel very, very safe. You've done a lot of work, Sages, to ensure that safety. Like you can be stopped at an airport security check. And they're not going to find nothing on you. Not going to find nothing on you. I don't know if sometimes, Sages, you might be accused of something. I'm not saying in like a criminal way necessarily. You would know better than I would. It's because of your power. And I'm not a clickbaity person. It's just here. Your Pluto Phoenix power, your ability to take the strike and ground it. Take the lightning rod and ground it into the ground and receive it and do something with it. And because of these strong boundaries and security, I just feel like if anyone tries to mess with you because of malicious intent, right? Whatever that is, if it's spiritual, physical, emotional, whatever the case is, you have lots of things. They're not energy draining. It's not like having something, all these systems running like paranoia. That's not what I'm talking about. It's like somehow you've got solar powered this or that, maybe tin cans that, do this, even from an emotional space, an auric space. You have built this over time and time and time. And it really is like everything's working off the most minimal amount of energy actually needed. And I think this is why it's hard to figure out, like, how did you do this? How are you doing what you do, Sages? And it gets attention. It gets attention. Keep on. Keep calm and keep on. You have here the sixth house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. Because whatever work that you've been doing, it shows and it glows. It's also wanted. Again, wanted. I gotta just note, whether this message is for one or some, You just got to know if there was or is something where there was something about a home and somebody's like wanted on a list. Your home is your sanctuary. Venus. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. What you love loves you. What you love loves you back. Because you're not afraid to do the work. There might be something about boring stability or putting boring and stability together. It's the foundations for you to have more adventures or excitement. Is the way I'm seeing it anyway, Sages. Sorry. I need so much water right now. All right, Sages, let's get you a river card. And then I will see you next month for your monthly horoscope. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. If you've stuck around, check your sun, moon, rising, all that kind of good stuff. And if you stick around to the channel, become a member or watch Monday's messages, Wednesday, all that kind of good stuff. Sages. Yeah, my cusper siblings. Sagittarius. All right. What do we got here? Card 21. You know the drill. If anything stands out, take that in first. The artistry. Oh, what's going on down here? I love it. It's like fishes falling apart because they're made of paper. Oh my goodness. Did I not turn you up, Ghost Tube? Rude. I think Taurus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to silence you, Spirit. I didn't mean to silence you.
Forward.
Oh. Moving forward, moving on. Don't need to harbor about it. 21. The dance. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I don't have my glasses on. I gotta be careful here. There we go. I cannot pronounce this word. I'm gonna do my best, but I'll butcher it. The bougainvillea hangs from the walls of the courtyard. The night air is warm. The audience is seated with its cups of sangria and tinto. At the first chord from the guitar, a hush falls, and she takes the stage. She is part human, part animal, a lithe knot of muscle and grace. Every movement her body makes lifts our spirits and wounds our hearts with an aching desire. Exaltation. Like that feels coordinated. Maybe there was something that has inspired you to claim power and responsibility. Personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, or moving forward. You're like, these are the things I care about, and I will defend and protect, not through paranoia, but through any coordinated efforts. Because I don't know what it is, Sages, that you are striking and grounding in. But you're tapping into something. You're tapping into something. And I don't know if you don't mean to, but it's getting the attention of someone or someone's. Sages. Keep on. Do you. Responsible. I know you're very responsible, or can be. Try not to get carried away. You know? Okay. I love you. I'll see you next time. C'est la vie, Sages. I'll see you soon. Next, we have Cancer. Come on in, Cancer. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to oneself. I'm seeing a cat. Oh, you also have a bunny rabbit coming in here. Wait. Are you waiting for something? Like lady in waiting or man in waiting? What am I waiting? Something about a boat to come in? Magnets and horseshoes, playing the game horseshoes like a teammate. Is this personal, professional, corporate, creative, partner? A big, bold term of partner in any way, shape, or form. I'm hearing that song by Right Said Fred. I'm too sexy for my love. Too sexy for my love. Love's going to need me. Yeah, I know I can hear all the things. Maybe strutting your stuff as well. Hi, Marilyn. Or hi, Marilyn. When it's your turn to strut, or when you see, it's like if you're in a fashion show or watching a fashion show, whatever the case is, and you see, you're like, I want that shirt, that dress, or those pants, that pantsuit, or whatever the case is. You see it on a mannequin, but the way it comes towards you, I'm too sexy for this song. I also see you reading. Venus is coming through, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. I'm too sexy for... I'll stop. Maybe even reading up on how you can achieve what your next kind of desire is. And I don't mean to have that imply like the next best thing, the next best thing, the next best thing. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like whatever you have your eye on. Cancers, what do you have your eye on? Now I'm going to note as well, Cancers, I'm going to take a moment and wait, as I might have my eye on in a vixen of Venus way.
Nobody understands.
If there's someone that has hurt you, or that you're pointing a finger at, or that you're keeping an eye on because you're like side eye, you're like, no. Or, you know what I mean? Like there's a response, there's a reaction, and it's not great. Why are you looking? So just being mindful of that, because then it could be taking away from what you truly want to manifest or have happen for you. Inevitably that you are making happen. But it's almost like this, like reading the newspaper as well, of keeping up with things that really you don't like. You kind of like do that. You're like, and it's like, well, why are you reading up on those? Okay. The third house, your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. That's that reading that newspaper, and or in relation to the books. Reading up, it's right there. There are 2 time triangles, 2 time... What are those things called? I've been here too long now, I don't know. Like sand timers that are coming together. Something about the story that crow's feet tell. Forgiveness. Forgetting. And then there's something here I'm holding around my chin. Here's the weird thing is I'm pretending it's not there, or they're not there, whatever that is. Scorpio, this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming. You had the magnets there, but also secretly and possessive. This is kind of like that Venus vixen. Like, careful not doing something shallow that's taking away from the quality that you are. I'm not saying you are doing this. This is just the air of being mindful. And or, of course, Cancers, this could be reflected at you. If anyone's coming at you because of your position, because of your stature, you know, Right Said Fred, you walk down the hallway at school or at work and you're like, like my shit don't stink. Well, it's not that your shit doesn't stink. That's not what you're saying, but you have poise, you have presence. and you own it and you are it and you are being and it's
Disrespectful.
confident, and somebody else is taking it away. Somebody else is trying to shallow your successfulness of just existing. Now, they can't lure you necessarily to the shallow side of life. However, they might, first of all, somebody might have a secret crush on you. So there's a thing there. But it's almost like wait to act on an interaction or tell or reveal somebody something too much, because your potential is exuding, right? That's how I'm feeling. I feel like it's just, I don't know. I feel like somebody might be looking you up on social media or reading a biography about you. If it's not you being a nosy Nelly, it's them being a nosy Nelly on you. It doesn't have to have such a nasty about it either. It's just a mindfulness that you might have some, you know, when you stand out and you just shine, you're going to trigger some people. Oh, okay. Just don't let them drag you down. Don't let them take you down to the shallow side. Yeah. You keep on learning and how to be better you, and whatever that means. Not because you're broken now, because you just want to have those new experiences. You want to try new fashion. You want to try new shoes, a new walk if you want to change your walk. I don't know, Cancers, but I'm loving the feeling. Like if I saw you coming down, I'd be like, yeah, look at that. Amazing. Love the energy. Even if I didn't like your clothes, you know, from the very topical space. And I'm the Adam Sandler of fashion, so I am nobody, but I'm just as the example. It's like, oh, I don't really like those pants. I don't say that to take away. It'd be like, look at this, loving it. Look at the authority when she walks or he walks into a room. Feel the vibe. Yes, I'm in emotional control. I love it. All right. Okay. Cancer. Hopefully I said that well. Maybe you want to check in with Taurus is reading too, or wherever Taurus might be in your chart. Maybe it's in your third. My nose is so itchy. I'm walking in spider webs and coughing. All the things. All the spirit things. Something about hurdles. Determination. Do you know what's funny? Taurus had this card. Yeah. And I'm going to stick with how I saw it there as well. Because you make upstream look easy. And then other people try to do it, or they try to mimic you, or whatever the case is. And it's not easy. But you make it look easy. But there also shouldn't be a punishment, right? It's like performance punishment. Just because somebody can make things look easy, or they present it, they know how to present it in a clear way.
Garden.
Yeah. It is like a garden. Because gardening is not easy. You have to be very determined. You have lots to learn about. Maybe you're learning gardening. I don't know. Or whatever you might be gardening of your thing and over the hurdles. But you make it look good. It's like somebody coming to visit your garden when it's in full bloom. But they weren't there for the other bajillion days.
Uncomfortable.
Because if you see how gardening's really done and you have to get in there, it's super uncomfortable. It's like how is a flower only $10? Oh my gosh, should give you a million. I say from experience. Something about your house. And a windshield of your car. Maybe the way you see things. Abundance. Man, you are abundance. And I think that you should just love that up. Cancers, just love it up. Let it be luxurious. Maybe you are letting life be luxurious. And I'm just getting to feel it in your aura. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do another lap. I'm going to do another lap in this energy. Yep, let's do it. Bookshelves, those things that, like, they're not bookends. It's the brackets that you put in a wall to put a shelf on. Very specific, but there it is. Also, like a home that's up, it could be on stilts. I'm seeing like Thailand or like an Polynesian, maybe. I don't know. It's stilted homes. Like it's uplifted anyway. Like it's not on the ground. It's not on cement. Like even a yurt, something along that lines. If there's any flies on a wall in Cancer's houses, homes, hearts, minds, schmuck. 28, visualization. I can see clearly now. I mean, yeah. Okay. So something, sorry, about snoring, right in the nose strip, something about that. I don't know if somebody lives in an apartment building specifically, and it's like you can hear your neighbors.
Members.
And if this is getting more and more frustrating, it'll be an inspiration for you to start visualizing where you want to live. Or it's like you've done so many band-aids to cope or deal with it, and you might actually be inspired to move, to make the jump, or to do the effort to move. Yes, it's a pain in the ass, but to get there, if Cancer's gotten there, you might be inspired to move. It's very, very beautiful, your aura. Like, this is what your aura feels like to me, as I'm a guest here, so thank you. All right, Cancers, I'm going to add on a river card, and then we will see you next month for June. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing, and subscribing. Be sure to check out your other placements. Check back to the channel. There's weekly messages on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And members get the secret scry and secreter and
Aries.
super secret. Get all extendeds and new lives. All right. Okay. I've done the plugs. 43. You know the drill. Please see, sense, and feel for yourself. I am going to get the book. Baby birds. Yeah, hungry. Who and what you're feeding. Some of you also might be teachers. Or what are those educational assistants? A young team that will be able to grow with you. The blind. The blind are leading the blind. Confused and lost, they stumble through a tunnel of night, hunger driving them forward. If they survive, and that's not guaranteed, their eyes will eventually uncloud, their feathers will sprout, and they will one day take the sky. But till that day, they will be potential fodder for the crows. Fear. Okay. So please take or receive that freely. I got to come back to the right said Fred thing. It's like if all of these, say, are your fans and you're walking down the runway of life. Scorpio kind of vibes. And I'm a moon Scorpio. I'm not poo-pooing any of that. But they do. They're like, I want that. I want that. But these are like your fans, your parts of you that are coming into expression that are even more beautiful. I don't know. I don't know if people are jealous of you because of your ability and determination to visualize. And sometimes the people around you might feel like the blind leading the blind, or sometimes you might be a little bit blind to the energies that are a little bit secretive and some possessiveness linked with a desire. It's like it turns, what is that? When desire turns obsession to something else. I don't know. Something along that lines, though. Careful. It's like having a super fan that turns away. You know what I mean? They just...
Okay.
Cancer. Thank you so, so much for being too sexy for this scry. I will see you next month. And until next time, so much love. Bye-bye. Who do we got next? Gemini. I'm just going to do a quick turn of the rune. And let's pitter-patter get at her. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Check out your other placements. Fate, the spider. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. Oh, where are you going? Rocket ship. Rocket fuel. What is that saying?
Carol.
That he says? To infinity and beyond. To infinity and beyond. Are you ready for this, Geminis? Open your eyes and look at something clearly. Like, look at this. Look at this view. Are you ready for this? Seeing an orange peeler, old school orange peeler.
27.
Sleeping face down. Isn't there something about that when they bury people face up or face down? Like there's something about it. You might have had a past life. Face down. Buried face down. You might also like head in the pillow. I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
Fly.
Fly like an eagle. There's something about like masterful magician vibes here. Maybe you're working with the fates. What's that show or movie I saw? I just saw a real quick flash of it. It might be Netflix Kairos with a K. And somewhere along the lines, there's a whole hoopla and an interaction with the three fates.
Funny.
It was a good show. I think it got canceled or ended. I think there was only one season, but it was good. Excuse me, gems. Balance, card 6. Balancing these two eyeballs. Look at it. Something between the lines. Hockey sticks. Alligators. Wherever you're going, I feel like you want to go quick, or I feel like I'm moving quick. Could be in my mind. I'm just taking off, and it's like I go through this layer, and then I'm heading to this layer next. So it's a layered levitation. Gemini. Thank you. Play. Card 20. Oh, I got to... Sorry, I've been doing this for so long now. How you doing? Playing with balance. It's like moving the points of balance.
Can you hear it?
Okay. There might also be something happening around you in your environment that is happening at a different frequency. You might not be. It's like a dog whistle. I did flip your scroll if I didn't say. Oh, so there is a commitment coming in. I'm seeing, if you know, I love me some Beetlejuice. And, oh, I got a cough again. At the point when Beetlejuice and Lydia are going to get married, and that guy or weird thing comes out of the chimney, the fireplace, that's who he is. Which I guess would be close to like a Hierophant kind of feel. Esque ceremony, commitment. Also somebody from the other side that maybe you've been married to, were a partner of the past. There's a shovel and one of those very fancy spoons. You might have traveled somewhere together, or you might consider traveling, astral traveling, playing with different ultrasounds. An owl with bat wings. There is an air of resurrection. It's even like in this commitment of companionship. It doesn't need to be so hardcore. Very fluid. Playful, fluid. But it has value. I feel like the value is a big thing. Venus coming in. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. The fates. The fates. I'm also seeing Elvira. Taurus. This energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. It's like being friends with the crows. You got to leave things for them. Shiny objects. The second house is on the bottom, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. What was on the bottom over here? Personal power, card 13. My integration number. A lot of green and red here. And like closely associated with the very root chakra, sacral, solar plexus to the heart chakra, even into the throat. I feel like I've made a commitment to, first of all, myself. I love myself. Something about that. Self-love, self-care. Also with that lily there. Leaving offerings for my best girl does it. Leaves things like once a month on the day of a passing as an offering to ancestors. Also making a wish about something. Where am I want to go over there? Okay. Gems. If I'm making the wish, what's my follow-up? What's my follow-up to that? Active or passive? What's my follow-up? In the second house, with Taurus energy, abundance. There's also a lot of nature. Productive yet slow and relaxed. What is the follow-up? It doesn't, maybe it's like bringing it from air into earth and walking the talk. I feel very strong, and I'm going to say this in the most powerful way that I can think of without necessarily being insulting, but if you take it as insulting, I'm sorry. No hypocrites allowed here. Say what you mean and mean what you say. We can still have a lot of fun, and there's room for that, but there's something about like integrity of intention. Otherwise, the fist rises and boop, you're going to get popped out. I don't know. I'm snorting now too. Hilarious. All right, gems. Let's add you on a river card, and then I will let you go. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next month as well for your monthly. But we have lots of content throughout the week on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and on the weekends for the Secret Society. All right. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, card 33. Follow the art. Let it inspire you. That's how I want to say that. Let the art inspire you of this vision board. Okay, remember I was talking about, got distracted in my own soothing tones there. From Beetlejuice, when thinking that was going to marry them. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like a gargoyle lizard bat thing. Card 33, of course, 33 is generally associated with, a master number. But a master is nothing if they're hypocritical. You might have, somebody might have mastery in their words,
Necklace.
but this Gemini is not going to care if your words and your actions don't match. Does that sound right? Like, I just feel like gems are on it. Anyway, okay. 33, the Harpy. Dangerous and dirty, the Harpy steals and devours anything it can wrap its talons around. Emerging from the collapse of the Middle Ages, its existence has evolved from the fabric of rotting time. With no heart or soul, it is a dry-skinned harridan and a winged leech that takes schadenfreude from the misery it stimulates. Cruelty. There might have been cruelty in a commitment before. Cruelty to oneself. This is what I feel like it's like if this was coming through as, I'll take that as an example. This Harpy is coming through as like, I'm a holistic helper. No, they're not. Words don't match actions. Intentions don't match. There's something going on. And it's not just about duality. It's not just words and actions. It is also gems. I don't know if this is something that you're sensing in the collective, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, subconscious, conscious. Pick any space of duality. This even feels beyond that. This feels like gems are aware. This personal power. And when a Harpy comes around, it's because this. But then that's what rises up and says, no. It's not even in the duality of matching like words and actions. It's like being able to read between the lines that are here, between the layers of different frequencies, Morse codes talking. And you know that burp, 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 burp. Those silences also mean something. I'm not being over analytical. I understand as a guest here in Gems Aura, if that's how they're receiving something, or if that's whatever the case is. This feels like I just have an understanding and a knowledge about this, and essentially is the teacher.
Please come back.
Of it. Gems, I don't think it's always an easy place to be in, but it's impressive to hold other energies, archetypes within oneself or externally. There's learning curves. Again, it's not this hard and fast rule, but there's definitely integrity must be intact and accountability. Gems know. All right, Gems, I'll see you next month. Thank you so much for being my muse. I love you. Till next time. Who do we got? Aries. Oh, you made my Aries. Woo. Let's go. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Expanding the experience. Drop an emoji. Whatever feels good to you.
Healing.
Trust with the manatee is your rune. I'm going to put you up there. Thank you. See an arm wrestle? Here's the thing. Somebody's coming in for an arm wrestle and somebody's coming in for a thumb war. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. And the other person's like, are we going? And you're like, what? Or they're like, what? What? Geese as bagpipes. Honk, honk. There's somebody sitting just over here off to the side, cross-legged on their seat with a book or a rock on top of their head for poise, strengthening a certain posture of such. Careful not to get too stiff. Stiff in the sitting, stiff in the sitting. I'm also hearing that song, I can't remember. White go one day. Dun 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 dun. Talk about now, now. Oh, I feel like there's a gathering here of different kinds of power, different kinds of power. And they have like tubes and rings, and they have all these different tools that they each bring. It feels kind of like a band. Am I in a band? It doesn't have to be musical if that doesn't resonate with you, but it's almost like a select amount of people coming together to play, like almost something about cousins as well, family, cousins more specifically. It's like imagine that Aries, that we're going to the beach and we're going to play on the beach. It's like, oh, that's okay. Well, I brought my shovel, and you're like, I brought my pail, and I brought this cookie cutter. And it's like by each bringing our thing, like so happy that we got to bring our thing, and then we get to play and each play with it. I don't want to say play with it. That's gross, but you know what I mean? Like just the toys, the tools. And by doing so, we can have like this really good time in this playground. Something along the lines. There's also something about, I'm seeing like the structure from Aries, from childhood, adolescence to adult. And I might be really focused on my adolescence to adult. Like I feel like if I may, this could be internal, external. This also could be, individual to interconnected, how you're dealing with the collective. It's none of my business. But it's like if I'm stepping into my adolescence ready to like, arm wrestle. But then the adolescent archetype of me is like, I declare thumb war. I don't know, something along that lines. Cancer. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. And it may concern a family, a mother, or a child. Again, all down here. There's the gooses and the babies. Cousins, family. There's something about family. Maybe even gathering around family.
Pain.
Maybe don't like to be around family. And that's okay too. Maybe there's something right now it's painful to be around family. Aries, there is a woman in spirit specifically. So there's two different rabbit holes I'm going to go down quickly. This
Natalie.
message is for one. Thank you for holding space. It's either a family, a mother or a child or a sibling or a cousin. They are female. And maybe there's a new birth coming into the family, or I don't know, something along that lines. But nonetheless, she's there. See, when I say like sibling, it's because we were together since we were babies. The other rabbit hole is that there is a baby or a birth in the family. You may or may not be the mother, but you are like its living guardian angel. There's a lot of emotion tied to this energy. And if neither of those rabbit holes are for you, please always follow your own intuition first, because this could just be that you connecting with your birth guide. And it could be just more feminine energy at this time, expressed as feminine energy. But I've been with you since birth. The 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. See, if I was a baby here, just plopping myself in, and now I'm a little bit older, and I'm making a wish upon a star, something about also my imagination. People that have passed on. There's a lot of life and death here, birth and death, birth and death. My imagination, things when I was a kid, things I dreamt of. The Never Land. I also feel like I talked to somebody specifically in spirit that has passed, somebody in the afterlife, and I talked to the stars with them, to them, and they are in my room with me. Even though I'm talking up here, they're right here. It's really quite lovely, if I may, Aries. Oh my, okay, two more. The 8th house and the 12th house coming through. Again, children, maybe a child of divorce, or there is something about maybe you yourself in a commitment, and there's, children involved in like bringing two things together, or there is something that went awry in you're the child of said situations. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So there's something, a lot going on. I also got to note that I feel like there's a lot of judgment. I don't know if it's you or external to you, but just judgments, and it makes it heavy. something scribed in a ring, and it reminds me of you. I feel like it's like Lord of the Rings, or maybe into some sort of, it feels like power in some way, shape, or form. The 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. May not be the easiest thing to do, but there's the power word. It's power. The rings of power. Now, I didn't watch the movies because they were just too long. But I loved the show, The Rings of Power. The power of a commitment and what we scribe into that. You also might be, if somebody does have a sister, cousin, or sibling, somebody in spirit, any age, and you are getting something to honor them that you might wear. It could be a partner, whoever it is, and you are going to scribe into it. So it's like you always have that connection, that remembering of the power of that emotion, the power of that emotion. I also have memories here. Memories. I don't know if it was a life I once had or whatever the case is. Something about memories, even thinking about this past person, place, or thing. And sometimes it's like I can get into that star and see into that star. Okay, so I'm back in your school. Did I say I flipped it? All right. Okay. I gotta fix my posture from the other side.
Protect
your posture. Rebirth is coming through. It's a beautiful card. I think it's one of my favorite rebirth cards. Manatee, trust. I feel like I'm playing jacks. Do people still play that game? Jacks. Cards on the table. Oh, that's what I'm seeing up there. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Angels and masters with meditation. This person was seen sitting on the other side right there. I saw you. Meditation. But again, don't get too stiff in your seat. Get up and walk the talk, I suppose, and walk the rebirth around like a deer or something like that. Sorry, but anyway, where I was in these angels, because I was up here and I was like very confused, very confussed about like how to interact with those energies up here. I don't know if my face was doing anything to express said confusion, but it was definitely confused because it wasn't just normal, even in the non-normality of how we scry here. But anyway, it's angels and masters.
How are you?
Card 33. I think I'm okay. Card 33. Masters are reborn all the time. Rebirth. There's the stagnancy is being stuck on maybe a concept. The stagnancy is maybe focusing on something emotional that has a charged regret or sadness to it. But a master will sit in it, feel it fully, and then release it. People, places, or things. And it's like almost like offering the very freedom from the feeling, for the feeling. I apply. And it's like the judgments go away. And any sort of righteousness. I feel very raw. I feel very, very raw, Aries. I'm like, that's okay. I feel surrounded, don't get me wrong, but there's a bust in here. I don't know if it's like a writer or a pianist. Aries. Okay, let's add on a river card and then I'll see you next month for sure, but be sure to check back the channel as we do lots of things each week. 32. You know me, if any of the artistry stands out, please follow that first. I gotta drink some water. talking, yammering. Card 32. The lonely child.
Married.
Devoid of nurturing and affirmation, the child could easily turn cold and callous, but that will not happen. The lonely child will learn to live and love. There is no easy path for those whose loneliness is etched into their hearts. Their maturity is hard won, yet their journeys through ice and fire will soften and harden them in equal proportion, giving them the gentle gift of empathy, compassion. I feel like there's just been so much of that said here. Love it. Aries, trust. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain, Aries. Like I said, I will see you next month. Thank you for being here. Be sure to check out your other placements if you are so interested, your sun, moon, rising, or not, and I will see you again soon. So much love. All right. Who do we have here? Ophiuchus, if you want to come on in. You know the drill. Feel free to gaze there. Any insights? I'm just going to clean up here from the sign before you. If you see, sense, or feel anything, drop an emoji. Give a girl a like. Whatever feels good. Say hello to my little friend.
Annoying.
Climbing on the edge of the curvature, there's a cracked open shell here, or cracked open the code, something cracked. I feel very, so I heard the word severe. I don't know what say hello to my little friend is about. Spirit vision with the eagle. Yeah, see, there's something that you're seeing, and that's why maybe it feels severe what you've seen. Because I can see these off to the side. Something about water. I feel like I'm like riding a dolphin or a jet ski or something along that lines. There's also a manatee. Ophies, you got a significant amount of kindness in and around your aura. This is not to be taken advantage of, and I feel like I'm a severe protector of such. Kindness is as a strength and not to be taken advantage of. I also feel like we're going to eat soon. I think we have one or two more. Two more after this, and then we'll get some foods. We'll get some foods. You also keep your eye out, like I'm going to say, for like the little guy. You know, I don't know. The innocent. It's the innocent. Sorry if I was insulting saying like the little guy. It's like opening a cream egg and the cream filling is in there. Okay, give me a moment here. Grounding, card 4. Okay, thank you. I want to place this shape. Yeah, there is a man right there. I'll get to you in a moment. Right in here. Like, almost like that. Are you guys tapped into something like maple sugar from a tree? I have an ear or a glass to a wall. I'm listening. This masculine energy has an owl or an eagle flying with it, like a familiar. I don't know where it's from, but I feel like there's a movie that has depicted it where I can project my eyesight into an eagle or a hawk or a bear or I don't know, pick an animal, and I can see through those eyes. Is it Game of Thrones? Or is it the Vikings? I don't know. One of the two. But it's a thing. Now that I know it's real. Or at least in TV land. But that's how I'm seeing it, Opies. personal power and self-mastery. You do have it. No denying. No denying that. The grounding of the root. Like this is... Oh my God. You have like this whole cone-like aura. So when I step into it, it's almost like one's going in one direction. And when I get into the center, it's going the other direction. It's like because I'm not quite accustomed to it, it's almost like, whew.
Which?
Very dimensional. Very dimensional. I feel like you have to keep strong boundaries about something. Or just in general. Yeah, because it's like there's an evil queen or an evil king. Okay, so it's like being an intergalactic. Do I want to say that word? Sure, do with it what you will.
Ceiling.
Police force. Yep, that's it. That's exactly how I want to say that. Something underground. It's like underground to high in the sky. Underground to high in the sky. Almost like they host one of the same things or something along that lines. The sixth house. The work, health, and duty area of your life. You do so much work. It's like golden aura work. Window washers, window cleaners. I see somebody coming to visit with bags packed. Could be two of them, like a couple or grandparents.
How
or
many?
In-laws. Two. And if they're not alive in density, they're coming in spirit form to stay with you for a while. Something about Dutch. I'm trying to decide how to interact with that energy.
Do not.
Okay. I didn't think so. Because it was actually about not talking, not saying anything. The 11th house. Where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Well, social occasions. Like maybe a friend's coming to stay with you for a bit. Excuse me, or you're visiting. There might be like a surprise going on. I also think that in this police force is like surprise. Very stealthy. Surprise. Say hello to my little friend. I don't know, whatever that is from, but that's the way I'm seeing it. But you also might be getting a surprise from spirit or from someone, friend visiting or stopping by. Yeah, I like it. Saturn. Yeah, it's very disciplined. The part of you that accepts the challenge to gain wisdom. Yeah, you're like, give it to me. Give me the next mission. Let's do this. Let's do it. Get her done. Your eye is always on the prize, which sometimes makes it really easy to surprise you, even though I get the feeling, Ophies, you kind of don't like surprises. Because there's always like so much alignment going on.
Lord.
And it's like, have you ever tried to like creep up on somebody that is like skilled and trained or hypersensitive to their environment? It can be very startling and it's not fun. And then it also brings me into like those reels and shorts when they like scare people. And don't get me wrong, I laugh, but then they might put speakers in a thing or scare them into, and it makes us angry in that moment, get startled, because there needs to be peace around Ophies. Peace. And while those things are fun and maybe funny, it can't be in your environment for some reason, because I feel like I need peace, because whatever work you do, whether it's collectively or intergalactically, whatever kind of words you want to throw in here, I feel like, cosmic egg, like it's just like cracked open here. Peace needs to be protected and nurtured. for your overall well-being. All right, let's add on a river card, Opies. And then if I didn't say so already, thank you for
Capricorn.
sharing and subscribing as well. I'll see you next month. All that kind of gets... Okay, where am I? Oy vey. Card 36. If any of the artistry is standing out to you. I feel like I'm in like a different town, village. There's lots of tapestries. Lots of... There's movement. There's movement.
Pain.
Is there something underground? Is there something... It's like underground world of this. Like, this is what's happening on the surface. Again, I feel like I'm like a spy or something. I don't know. There's lots of fabrics, though. Textures, things that delight. And there's different perspectives. 36. What is 36 about? Oops. Okay, next one. The bizarre. How bizarre. Da-na-na, da-na-na. But it's like that feeling. Like it's just very busy, hustly, bustly. The bizarre. How bizarre. I will read it. Determination is the ultimate overall there. A golden-headed ass, donkey we'll call it, marches through the bazaar. The crowd falls back, nervous that he will brush against them with his robe and turn them impotent. He is headed for the square, passing under the many banners. He's indifferent to the protestations of all sets and tribes. His only intent is to start a great bonfire of the vanities in the temple's courtyard. Determination. I'm telling you, you guys are like cleaning up streets, policing something. I don't know what's going on. You're clearing something out now. This is like a justice thing, or what? That's the thing. Justice League, I don't know what it is. Something along that lines with this vision. But I don't know. There's an oath, but sometimes you got to go incognito. It's like you'll dress like an ass or a donkey just to move through to get where you need to go in disguise, unknown. And you'll do this out of your discipline, maybe working with Capricorn. I think the ghost tube said Capricorn at some point in time, or I'm actually imagining things now at this point in time with Saturn. Because you'll accept the challenge to gain the wisdom that's at work here. And you favor nothing. You favor nothing. Because you work for the fate. I don't know. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Opies, thank you so much for being my muse. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I will see you next month. I'm sure I'm repeating myself, but here I am. Thank you for being you, for being here, and I will see you again soon. So much love.
Taurus.
I think we've already done Taurus. Who do we have here? Pisces. Pisces, you know the drill. Please see, sense, and feel for yourself. Feel well to comment. Drop an emoji. Whatever feels good. I appreciate you. Grab your rune as well. And don't mind me, I need to shuffle some of the cards as well. Someone just came in on my right side, like right here. Oh, look at, yeah, you've got... I see both sets of grandparents. What was this? Crocodile. Trust in self. I feel like you're favored. Maybe you weren't the favored. Maybe you were the black sheep.
Give it to me.
But I feel like you're favored now. At least from those in spirit. In the afterlife. Bone structure. Pi, something about your bone structure. And repairing. Could be lineage stuff, given that both sets of lineages of this lifetime have come through. They are not your only grandparents, or what we refer to as. However, they are stepping forward from this lifetime, this lineage. They could even be like one over, like your great-great-grandparents or something along that lines. There's a woman's face I see here. She's with an elephant. Literally, the trunk of the elephant is tuned into the trunk of like the spine.
Sun.
In one ear and out the other. Something about a stapler. And a hand mixer. Yep. Well, I only have a hand mixer, but that's how I see it, as a hand mixer, like old school. It doesn't have to be a hand mixer. That's just how I'm seeing it. Maybe you have like your baker. I don't know. But a mixer thing. Pisces, relationships. Maybe something is healing and repairing in that. Like
Electric.
you mix things up in the reality of all the reality. Something's closed out as well. This does kind of feel like a lineage tie or not. Kiss and make up. Like, it's not like just like, oh, kiss and make up and like surrender, take one for the team, or, you know, don't fight or anything like that. No, this feels like it's closed. Legitimately closed. And it's like, if you could put your face in between here, you're just getting smooches from both sides. Yeah, I'm free. Very, very proud of you. There's a badge going on your chest. Like high heart. I'm seeing it like a maple leaf. You might be Canadian. Or maple leaf might symbolize something to you. Personal power. Man, this card has been coming out a lot. I got the power. I don't know if all the signs just coming into May are all about power. We'll receive that. It's a powerful play. I think also your existence, Pisces, is powerful. You were put into a powerful situation, maybe in relationships with family specifically. For some, you might be in a relationship, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, mixed race, mixed cultures, you know, just mixed humans. But, you know, it's beautiful. It's actually quite it's enhancing. Pisces. Dreams. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, shaboom. Love could be a dream, sweetheart. What do you dream about, Pisces? What do you dream about? What is held in the caps of the water? What does the moon say? What does the sun say? What do they both say coming together? Green light, go. Green light, go. Oh, thank you. I'm going to flip your scroll and keep on going here. I just heard that saying, like when they call in for the radio, first time, long time listener, first time caller. See grapes, fruit, vines. Is it I Love Lucy? Can't recall quite specifically. There's like a grumpy boss here. Looks like just an
You are annoying.
Well, yeah, this is the feeling. Looks like an angry, irritated cobra. Like just a boss. It's like, bah, 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 bah. And it's like his little cobra or, I don't know, dinosaur-y things, if he's in a cartoon, come out and he's like, no, I'm unhappy. Don't do it that way. That's the way I see it. But it's funny because these are looking at him just kind of like blanked face. Like, no. Godzilla or King Kong? One of the two. Chiron, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. Yeah, you've definitely already remedied a relationship or a resonance relationship that's been repaired. I feel. Will you put it into use and action for oneself in whatever resonance you would like? Further relationship with personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. It's like it's worked one place, and it's like redoing it's like you found the equation, you've cured something like that, and now it can be applied in different areas of your life.
You're back.
Trust yourself. The third house, your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. Like Mr. Rogers over here. Did you ever watch Mr. Rogers? There's like teaching in that though, right? It's like entertaining and entertainment and teaching can coalesce. Somebody in college. I want to call it like Chiron College, Healing College, or maybe learning a modality. Or some sort of topic, subject matter. Maybe you have a grumpy teacher. Wolverine is in here. Yeah, that's Wolverine. And last but not least, here we have Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving, and it may concern a family, a mother, or a child. Maybe it's been that relationship or the mother's line. Specifically, or even with you, if your mother has passed on. Yeah, because Mother Earth was on the bottom over here.
Disagree.
All right. Not going to fight you on it, Pies. Goes to. All right, let's add on a river card, and then I will see you next month for your horoscope. But please know that the channel has new content on Monday, Wednesday, new stories, I Scry stories on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays have extendeds if you're part of the Secret Tarot Society and up. So thank you so much. Be sure to check back. And if not, I will see you next month. So thank you so much for being here and for sharing. If you do share this out, I love seeing the shares. Like, it just warms my heart. I love it. Okay, here is your river card. You know me. If you see, sense, or feel anything, follow the art, or at least I read art first. You don't have to. And I will find the meaning.
Caution.
This river is right here. Welcome. Not the grumpy guy. It's a different energy. Welcome. I've been waiting for you. Open arms. Open arms. I feel very grateful to be here. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Kind of feel like I'm on a date a little bit. Or like an interview. 42. Sorry, I got distracted in there, Pies. Sorry, not sorry at all. The Riviere. I think this is actually the card on the front of the deck. Let's read it. This is the Following the River's Course by Nick. It's gorgeous. One of my favorite decks. And I have my glasses on. In frock coat and vermilion hat, he stands in his country estate, contemplating the good order of things, unaware that the sky has been leaking unruly objects through a small crack in the stratosphere, whilst they are, as yet, unimportant. In time they will disrupt the status quo, and he and his kindred will forego their privilege and be cast back into the pile amidst the destitute. Superlishness? This is what I feel like you've healed by coming in. You were the disruption. But that disruption repaired something. And now I patiently wait. I also want to know, Pisces, I kind of feel like I am in a dream state. Like things they look normal, but they're not all normal. You might be very empathic as well. And like I said, when I was saying like, oh, welcome, welcome, come. I've been waiting for you. And then I'm shown something. Look here. It's all very curious. I think you're like really got to trust something. I feel like you have a really good gut instinct. Really good gut. You don't feel like you have a good gut instinct? I also feel like I might reach out for help. I might have like a, how do I say? Like say you go to regular therapy. And I mean regular like psychological, you know, just good old psychotherapy. But then you also have a healer. And then you maybe have somebody that you go to for Reiki. And then maybe you have somebody that you go to. It's like having a mechanic for your car. But then you also have a mechanic that does, or like the people that wash the cars and do like all the detailing. Then you have like a detail guy or girl. You know what I mean? Like you got people. You got people, Pies. Pies got the people. Pies got the people. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next month. Until next time. Bye-bye. Last but not least, who do we got here? Scorpio. Scorpio. You guys are my moon sign siblings, Scorpio. So you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to oneself. Drop an emoji, whatever feels good to and for you. I'll check your rune in just a moment. Barn swallows. The birds, barn swallows. I feel like I'm a jack in the box. Butterflies and bees, butterflies and bees. Oh, I just sang that in Pies too. And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
Attic.
Sharp, like a fin. Sails, triangle sails. Triangle fins. Say something. And then also do rounded ones. Maybe there's a harmony in that. I'm seeing police officers. What do they call them in British?
It's inside.
I want to say possibly like bobbies. Is that right? Because I heard it very specifically in that kind of bobbies. I don't know.
I hear you.
I don't know, Scorpio, if somebody wants your attention or there's a part of you that wants your attention, they are squawking as a part of you or in your environment hungry. Because it's a nourishing hungry. It's not unnecessary. Let's take a look at your rune. Cleansing, vulture. Yeah, maybe these bobbies are cleaning up the neighborhood, or you're cleaning up the neighborhood for yourself. Neighborhood of like your friends, family, who you hang out with. No litter bugs, no litter bugs. Sharp or smooth, sharp or smooth. Both. There's an Egyptian eye in here.
Idiot.
Oh my God. Rude. No, don't want to flip it yet. Okay. Because I'm still sitting in here. I'm like sitting and I have a fish on top of my head, but I'm having a conversation with somebody else. The first house. What people see in the impression you give. Is it me looking in a mirror? Well, that's interesting. I, you, we, me, as I'm a guest here, Scorp. But you are my moon sign sibling, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it, for sure. What people see, do they get sharp or do they get smooth like petals? I feel like if you just become a rose, you can do both. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. Squeeze me. Cancer. The energy is emotional. excuse me, sensitive, caring, and loving, and it may concern a mother or a child. Maybe that's the squawking, the crying. Don't mean to be rude if you're like, that's my baby crying. And squawking. Maybe I also have a bird. Somebody literally could just have a pet bird, like a parrot that talks a lot. How you talk to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? Does one talk to themselves like a mother to a child that is not a great mother? Or do you talk to our inner self, the inner adolescence, whatever the case is? You could be 400 years old and you're talking to 88-year-old Stephanie, or 88-year-old Stephanie talking to 47-year-old Stephanie, and we can carry this on. How are you talking to yourself? Let's just say, I don't mean to be rude, but let's just say, are you talking to yourself like a deadbeat parent? And like in your own cycle of self-abuse? Please stop. Please stop. I hope that's not happening.
You.
And I feel very But, we all, like, I can admit totally for sure the self-sabotaging thoughts. And I actively use positive interruption. The word interruption having generally a negative connotation. It can be very positive and very powerful when used to interrupt one's own thought of, we have our pity moments. We have our pity parties. Even having to decide what people see in the impression we give, you give, I give. We don't even get to control the impression that they receive, how they translate it. You do you, Scorps. Strike a pose. How they receive it, none of our business. None of our business. We can contribute, and they might be contributing factors should they, let us say, that they communicate it to I, you, me. But they are not determining factors. External to us. Absolutely not. Oh my God, I feel very Rami right now. The 6th house. The
Regret.
work, health, and duty area of your life. This is just you doing you. Warrior pose, emotional warrior pose. You're doing your work. Interrupt positively. Also accept positive interruptions.
How many?
Sometimes things come into our life that are positive interruptions. Sometimes they're distractions, and sometimes they're positive interruptions. Working on your warrior. I feel like you know this. I think sometimes, though, Scorps, it's like having a safe place to even have such vulnerable conversations. Again, if we could be 27, 33, 422, whatever the case is, and to be like, why am I being so hard on myself? Why am I being a mean mom to myself? Just an example. Nothing against moms or mean moms. Well, anyway, you get what I'm saying. And it's like, what is going on here? There's tough love. There's, living up to your potential and yada, 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 yada. Is it your potential or the perception other people have of your potential, or your perception of the other people perceiving you? Right? And just sometimes, Corpse, we need to clean it up. Cleansing. We need to clean this up. Take the smudges off the mirror. I can see clearly now. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Because you're sharp. And yes, you might be sharp-witted, sharp-tongued sometime. C'est la vie. Be, and not like say la vie, like just permission to be and do whatever you want. That's not what I'm talking about. But definitely, we always have to take accountability for which way that we move forward. But you are you. So if you are ready to be accountable for your actions and non-actions, I feel like I got to clean it up here. Feel like it needs to be cleaned up here. Do your warrior work. Not your worrier work, warrior work. Does that make sense? Or am I being... See, again, I feel like it's like very close to my Capricorn sun. Like other Capricorns can converse and there's an understanding. There can be that tough love or harshness. The communication can be different. It's not taken away. It's not taken personally, but it's only through like, I don't know, maybe understandings from that space. And Scorps, that's how I'm feeling here. It's like if we're going to talk about cleansing our mirrors and the vultures of things and people, places, or things picking at us, picking at our brains, that it inevitably is of us that we're allowing, and that's our accountability. If it's happening in the subcon space or what's driving us, it's a safe place to do that. To just be like, man, I'm tired. Are you tired? Determination. safe place. It's okay. We know how sharp you are and strong you are. It's determination here. This card has come out a few times for a few signs, but I'm going to step into exactly the way I'm feeling it here. You don't need to swim upstream. Like,
Protect.
I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling in this moment. Okay. This card has also come out many times. I swear to God, I've been shuffling too. Personal power and the I am presence. Now, this is the only difference. This card has not come out with the I am presence. Yeah, okay. Because this is what you have working with you, Scorps. Awareness and awakening. Awareness and awakening. There are butterfly wings and also swans around the side of my face, like almost like I've got my face painted, like face painting. And these, but like imagine if the face paint could like turn, like just change forms, almost like it's holographic. Like the butterfly, then it turns swan. It's really lovely. Love yourself. Mirror, mirror. Like truly, Scorps. Like there's a softness here. And the willpower that, you know, maybe has a short window compared to like divine power.
Not all of us.
The determining factors. Again, even with was it here that I spoke of it? What's contributing factors and determination, and what's determining factors? We are the determining factors of information coming in, where it's a determining thing how we're going to move forward into the I am, to our work, how we see ourselves. But, you know, somebody else saying something, they're trying to be a contributor, but they're not a determining factor. That is your dimension. That is your doing. Yours, eyes, we, me. Yeah, and I can see it's like bells here. And it's also there's a card in one of the other decks. I can't remember what it is called, but it's like a bunch of stones stacked, like pressure from both ends. But it feels very revitalizing, at least in some way, shape, or form. I also want to note that I'm seeing here like two, like if they're like fairies with their feet out, with their feet together. Like we're going to do sit and do forward fold, but we're leaning together talking. I'm engaged. I'm listening. This feels nice. To engage with another fairy or fae or some sort of winged insect, whatever you want to be, dragonfly. It feels nice. And I'm climbing up the sharpness. I'm not afraid of your sharpness.
I want to talk.
Yeah, so we talk. Not afraid of the sharpness, the sharp edges of a square mirror or a round mirror, and getting lost in the round and round and round. Or getting in a roundabout and just around and around, driving round and round and round to a square or X intersection. It's like climbing up on the sails. I feel like wherever you go is kind of like a road sweeping too, like road cleansing. You're like road sweepers. That's what I'm going to call them. Road sweepers, cleaning, oil spills, stuff like that. Scorpios take care of it. You do a lot of work at night. And you do a lot of work unknown, unseen. Maybe that means, yeah, it's like a cleaning crew. Sometimes that means you may not get any sort of credit. What people see, what people don't see. I don't know if it would be appreciated anyway, so don't worry about it. Because where you do get credit is from the bigger I am of it all. That's where you get credit. That's where you do get seen for your work. All right, let's grab you a river card, and then I will see you next month, Scorpios. Be sure to check out the channel Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And feel free to join if you'd like to support. Visit iscry.ca, all that kind of good stuff. Oh, this came out for somebody else as well, the baby birds. This is the blind leading the blind, if I recall. I will read it for you, just to create a consistency. Card 43. But please feel well to see, sense, and feel for yourself. Because I think this is the thing. It's like you don't, anything that comes from outside of you, Again, contributing factors, not determining factors. You are the determining factor. I feel like, you know, that they're, I don't know, maybe blind to the presence that you are. And don't get me wrong, maybe that's frustrating. So connect into this. Skip this. I'm not saying, you know, insult this or anything like that. It's just where you're looking for, or where you get your power is from universal life force. That's where you get conscious contributing factors that give you bigger determining factors, energy for your work that you do. And you also might consider teaching, might creating a path for other people that maybe feel away as well, a little confused in the concussions of the subconscious realms, whatever the case is, or living in a subconscious state consciously. Like, it's kind of like being a night shift worker during the day. Something along that line. That's kind of what it feels like. You have a very specific skill set in the way you see, sense, and feel the world. 43, the blind. Yes, it is the blind. I remember now. Okay. Fear. The blind are leading the blind. Confused and lost, they stumble through the tunnel of night, hunger driving them forward. If they survive, and that's not guaranteed, their eyes will eventually uncloud, their feathers will sprout, and they will one day take the sky. But till that day, they will be potential fodder for the crows. Fear. If any of these outside yicky yakkies, even if they're in our minds, right? The chatter. Find a way to work it out, work through it, silence it. And I don't mean silence and suppressing. Silence and suppressing are not the same thing. But maybe just like work through it. If maybe you're around very opinionated people. And again, I want to take it inside too, that maybe in the first house, the way you see yourself, maybe you're just really hard on yourself. Scorpio,
Why?
Yeah, why? Why are we doing that? Okay, but regardless, let's not even worry about answering the why. Let's look at, we know that we're doing it. Okay, let's just look at it. It's like, okay, we're present. I know that I'm doing it. That's my determining factor that I've put in. And I want to cleanse this out, so I'm going to start to cleanse. I'm going to start to work it out. I'm going to get to work. Positive interruption, as my example. Doesn't have to be yours. Yeah. You know, so if I start getting all on myself, I'm like, no. Blessings. Insert a word. Pick a word. Just pick a neutralize as some people's words. If it's a like, oh, I'm not good enough, neutralize. Some people use blessings. Some people use, actually, what is another word that you could use? Whatever really works for you. I'm at this point. I'm too liminal. But
Burnt.
It's wonderful. And I'm glad, because Scorpios, for me, you guys are the spaciousness that I feel like is really misunderstood on the surface. But again, safe zone to kind of wander through it, because it's sharp. It's kind of frightening to other people, you know, with blunt, I'm not saying people personally, but blunt edges.
Smoke.
I'm going to go for smoke. Scorpio, I hope this would serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I love you. I will see you next month. And like I said, feel free to come back to the channel each week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Join the channel, become a supporter and subscriber of such. And if not, you can always visit iscry.ca for a personal, whatever the case is going on. So much love.